With a good all-around victory against a good team. Very excited about our defense. Just played outstanding, holding those guys to 7 points. On third down, they were as good as I've seen. I think we were stopped them 3 out of 4 times on fourth down. So just hats off to the defense. Just did a wonderful job. Offensively, we hit some passes early on, kind of loosened up everything. We were able to run the football and pass the ball, and I thought our kicking game was solid too. So we talk about getting better. We talk about improving each week. There's no doubt that we improved this week.
Questions? Gus, you're probably going to be in the top 2 tomorrow. How hard is it to keep guys from focusing on that and keep them?
Yeah, I mean, really with our team, I've not heard one player or coach even talk about being ranked or anything like that. We're focused. Our whole deal is at the end of the season. That's just the first game of the grind, and it'll all sort out at the end.
Talk about Nick's play, especially in that first half.
Yeah, Nick played very well. He threw the ball well. He made some very good runs and decisions on the read zone. Nick played like one of the better quarterbacks in the entire country.
What was the difference this week in him, Gus?
He made some plays in the passing game early. We let him throw the ball a little bit earlier in the game. That probably helped too. But he's an outstanding quarterback. He wins, and I think everybody saw he can throw it pretty good too.
Coach, you had some big plays. You ran the little thing with Jeremy Johnson. It looked like the fun was back tonight. It seemed like the first time this season you guys were really having fun in that.
Yeah, I think we were clicking as a team. That's probably our best performance overall, I'd say, as a team. We've played well as certain units, but that was an overall performance against a very good team. And our seniors, I'm extremely happy for those guys. There's only one of them that had beaten LSU up to this point, and so I'm very happy for them.
Gus, can you talk about, you guys look like you did a pretty good job of attacking the edges of the defense tonight?
Yeah, we got on the edge a couple times. Of course, the read zone had a lot to do with it. We got some tempo going, and anytime we get tempo going, that's when the big runs up the middle hit from time to time, and there was a couple of them that popped and just kind of opened things up on the outside.
Did you get to watch any Mississippi State, Texas A&M this morning?
No, but I heard they played pretty well.
Talking about Sammy's big play early on, how big was that to get that
Sammy's,
momentum?
yeah, he made an unbelievable catch. I mean, that was really nice. I mean, that was one of the better cover guys, and really used his body well. Came down with it. That kind of got us going right there. And then Jeremy hit him on a pass. Just a little bit later, and those 2 big ones really helped give us some momentum.
Did we see him at full strength? Kind of what we saw from him last year a little bit today was that Sammy? Yeah, was that Sammy?
I think he's getting healthier each week. He made some good plays tonight.
How much were Frost and Casanova able to practice this week?
Not much, and I think both of them played pretty well.
Obviously, you'd rather play from way ahead than you would from way behind. But is it hard sometimes to play from way ahead?
No. I kind of like it.
Is Patrick Miller's absence going to be a long-term thing?
I don't know. We held him out this week. He's a tough guy. I think our line did a solid job, tonight in his absence.
What was the thinking starting Trey and Anthony over Casanova?
Well, they had practice all week. They got a lot of practice reps, and that's what Coach Johnson wanted to do.
What are just your overall thoughts 5 games of the season about the defensive line stopping the runs?
They're doing an outstanding job stopping the run. Our front 7 is stopping the run very well, and that's very critical. And I think we got a bunch of young guys running around on that back end too. Real excited about their play too.
Could you feel it before the game that they were really ready to?
It just felt different. I mean, everything felt different. Our players, our coaches, myself. It was just a big game, and anytime you play LSU at home, it's always going to be a big game here at Auburn. So I was very excited that our guys played well in this game.